So, yo, yo, yo to the yo, yo, yo for you. I made it. Okay, we're approaching 7:30 on the East Coast of the United States. It's a little early for me to do the overnight viewer growth hack night number 4, but I had a little bit of motivation to do so. And I'm going to be doing a little bit more promotion tonight as well, getting things more out to YouTube and maybe working on the blog a little bit live and trying to kind of round out a little bit of um, finishing touches for the week and really being inspired by Wes last night to maybe try and put together, more of a weekly outlook. So we'll see how that goes. Then the other thing was we're looking at trying to put together an index of some sort. There are a couple of indexes out there that we can mimic, but I thought that maybe we could do, a top 10, bottom 10, something like that, or top 5, bottom 5, based on a cutoff. And it should probably be at, we'll give coin market cap about 15 minutes, 20 minutes after the 8 o'clock hour, EST. And then we'll do a Google Doc and see where we're at with the top 5, bottom 5. And maybe do that basket for the week. Run through the charts, as many as we can find. I know the top 5 we can get charts on, no problem with that. But the bottom 5 might be more difficult to find charts that we can either put Ruby on or some of the beta work that we have in the other chart, or just come up with a simple line, one simple line that can give us kind of a directional bias. And then that's really it. I'll be off and on the mic, and we'll go over to YouTube right now to make sure that we are live. So if you see me scooting about, that's what I'm doing. And then we'll open up our tweet deck as well. But we have Twitter open. And we'll go over to YouTube, and we will go refresh on the YouTube. And we should be here, and we're live now. There we are. Excellent. Go ahead and take a picture of this, and then we'll put this over at Twitter, as well as doing the share button here inside of YouTube. Come over here too. Go ahead, take us there, and we will keep, I think I'll keep the feed open instead of popping the chat out. And welcome to Bitcoin overnight growth hack vertical column night 4. And thank you for the thumbs up. You can thumbs up your own, so that's what I'll go ahead and do. Thumbs up my own. And then we will put a little bit of sales pitchy stuff as the second post. That's to remind you to become a patron. And then down below we will go through the, see how that cuts off like that? That's subscribe to BeautyBubble, bubble, without the E, huh? I think I have to fix that. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that right now and see what happens. I'll edit this video on the fly. You guys can see me do this, because that doesn't work, does it? It does not work. Because, let's see what happens when I come here, and I go here and do that. See, the channel does not exist. The channel does not exist. So that doesn't help me at all. That whole subscribe thing. Channel. Does it put subscribe to channel? Subscribe to my channel. Now I don't know what the channel name is again because it's supposed to be. See, that is really creepy, isn't it? So let me go back over to Video Manager. And that's just nuts. Let's go to channel maybe. Partner verified. YouTube features. Branding. Watermark. I'm going to change the watermark too, I think. Advanced maybe? Double ads. Back to the dashboard. User the BeautyBubble. User the BeautyBubble. All right, let's try that then. Go back to the Video Manager. Go Edit for night 3. Go into the description. And it should be subscribe the. I just don't get that. I'll go subscribe. Bring it down a line maybe. Give that a try. Let me save that, see what happens there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Go back over here. Pick it up on the go to the channel itself. Go videos. Record. Go back. Go YouTube. Go to my channel. Go to last night. Come down to the description. Show more. And there it is now. Channel the BeautyBubble. So I have to change that on everyone, I guess. Let me check it and see. Subscribe to channel the BeautyBubble. No, channel does not exist. The channel does not exist. Wow. Well, that's really bad. The channel does not exist. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Let me copy it first, and then let me go ahead and take it out. So there's definitely something wrong with that. Go ahead and save it. And maybe what I'll do is I'll put it over G+. And I think we're live here, probably. Go to comments. I have no idea why that would not work. Go back to it again. Channel the BeautyBubble. Channel does not exist. My channel does not exist on YouTube. My channel does not exist on YouTube. All right, let's do Bitcoin Live. So I wonder if all of this is just vanity metrics then that I'm getting. Bitcoin Live. Bitcoin break. Bitcoin crypto revolution. Bitcoin, there we are, way down here. And then we know the subscribe button doesn't work. Not tonight anyway. That's what I really should say. Not tonight. Okay, we'll keep that up. Get rid of that. Come back over to the chart. Put it on a bigger time frame. Congratulations to everyone. Too, that was here with me last night that saw the Ruby Cross break of trend as well. We had this trend line that had been drawn, and as I said, if you were with us last night, then you actually saw the Ruby break. This really took some courage because we had a false J-hook that really didn't ever pan out, except for, of course, later on as the hours went on. We got this brilliant doji pin here that just allowed for the entire move to take off up and off the 96. Just a glorious trade. The trade never did go short. The trade stayed long after the break. And as I said last night too, we have seen this time and time again. It gets very scary. Those first 6-7 hours, you can even decide not to do the trade in those first 6-7 hours if we're sensing that there's any kind of wobbling going on. Sometimes you don't really know that. We knew at the J hook that we might not be getting what we wanted out of it. But of course, as the night went on, just a stellar move, incredible move. And in describing what the J hook, the potential of the power of the J hook gives you these explosive moves. And so sure enough, we got it. Not only that, we got a near-term double top, and I'll go into the smaller time frames in just a moment. We got a ledge out. Just lovely, lovely move up towards the 60-15 area, which would have been the first Fibonacci level that we would have seen some weakness. In the 60-minute, you don't see any of that. And then our potential breakout number was 6109.68. That was the number that we were looking at getting. And of course, it barreled right through it. Really gorgeous. We go to the left side of the chart. We also got the 6189.10 number, and then this incredible candle. I think that there were some people that were able to decide that maybe that was, kind of the end of it. If not, they certainly did it in the next 2 bars. And we'll go into the 30 minutes. We'll get a little closer here. So you can see that, this is once again allowing a lot of profit taking, but also re-entry. And so, I love this kind of move, a lot of volatility, obviously there's a lot of excitement when you get all-time highs, and then of course the trade is working so well. So we're going to stay with it, we will stay with it clearly after 8 p.m. And I'll get a little closer as well too, so that we can. We'll just do the 15-minute for a little bit so that you guys can see. I don't know if we're going to be doing a Fibonacci, but you can see that we could probably do a decent Fibonacci in this wicked candle. The high was 62.98.99 to 60.65. So an amazing single one bar. So definitely we could Fibonacci that. If you are in this trade long, at least you could manage it somehow if you were thinking that the trade might just fall apart. There's no reason to give up anything beyond the 6109, 68 number. Now the trajectory gets a little scary, but now you can maybe see it more clearly. That is, the 8 supports the low, right? The 8 supports the close all the way up. So we know that worked. The 12 supported the 8 and never crossed over and supported the close. So we know that worked. The 32, which is the top end of Ruby, supported the trade, supported the close, and marched its way up. And embedded in there, way back over here, is the 41. The 51-52 line, which is this magenta line, also known as does money want to stay in line. That's why it got a little scary over here. As you can see, we had 1, 2 with the doji, 3 and 4. That's a full hour of basically money trying to figure out whether or not it wanted to be in not only the cross, but did it want to participate in the superior long, which we definitely, the answer was yes. So we have the 51-52 EMA on the 60-minute, remember. Ruby gives us this wonderful way of being able to look at the 15-minute, but you're actually looking at the 60-minute markers. And then the 96 is down here. So perfect. It's not really even a perfect horse race. This is very extended. Okay, there's hyperextension here. But in any event, it's still a horse race with 51-52, the 96, and the lovely, the 243, which really allowed for that basing out at the 243, really allowed for this entire move to happen, even though it's not on the best trajectory. You can notice it's almost as though, you know, it's going to take its sweet time to catch up. And what you want to see is that all these lines, they start to kind of, you know, that there isn't such a distance between them. Okay, so doing really well, and then we'll Fibonacci this in just a little bit here. Go a little one step further in. Go to the 5 minutes so you can see what's happening right now. The 6109.68 is a number that you do not want to give anything up on. And there were some people that probably got scared out, definitely. But if you had stayed in, please don't give up, you know, anything beyond the 6109.68. This is a number that's been on my charts forever. And it's just, we can go over to the Fibonacci and see maybe if there's another layer that you wouldn't want to give up. So why don't we do that right now? Go to the hour. And yes, as we get to 6189.10, 6189.10, you really don't want to give up any of that. These are all classic fibs on a very strong swing, and the Fibonacci is drawn in this classical way. So you know, now is not the time to be silly with this trade. You know, there's a lot of people that are talking about us getting to 7,000, maybe even 10,000 this week, and we'll just go through my levels. I try not to you know, over explode. It's always very exciting to get the solid numbers in. Like the 5,000, that milestone was really an impressive. It felt different. This 5,000 felt different in that, wow, we did it. We did it again, which is just so incredible. And the same with 6,000. But the 6,000 trade had a lot of emotional, let me see what I can say about this. I think we lost a lot of people. And there's a different sort of survivor now in the 6,000. And I think that we're going to see even a different sort of trader in the $7,000 to $10,000 range. So I just try to keep my head about me. I know anyone that follows me, you know that you've heard me say this, you know, just keep your head on straight. Don't get too wackadoodle. Stay disciplined. Stay thorough. Stick to your own plan, and be observant. Always have an out. You know, the trade will always be there. You could look at it that way. You don't have to trade every candle. You don't have to be in all the time. Sidelines is a trade. You probably heard that before. Um, and as long as you're connected with the market and you're familiar with what's happening with the market, and I guess we're in this Bitcoin war right now, hearing a lot about that. So if that's your sort of thing, you definitely want to check out the Block Digest every day, Monday through Friday, where they talk about the fundamentals. And that's really where the Bitcoin or blockchain war story is. And if that can help you navigate your trade, I know that it has helped me. They are very generous in what they know, and then that gives you a little bit of balance between the technicals and what's happening with the fundamentals and the politics of the trade, of which there are a lot. Remember, it is a geo trade, you know, it is a global trade, and it involves a lot of industries, not just tech. It involves energy, meaning like true, like, fossil fuel, and it involves electricity and bits and things and chips and chip makers and uh, equipment makers and miners and fire safety and the people that are actually managing the core and the other projects that are out there. I mean, it's a big deal, and everyone is so different. There's not a clear path. It's not as though everyone is highly educated. Not everyone has um, not everyone is licensed. It is, for the most part, an unregulated industry. So with that alone, you have, anyone can get involved. You can get involved tomorrow at 9:30, between 9:30 and 10:30. You can select an exchange, or you can find someone that wants to sell you some Bitcoin and get involved. So it's not like all it does is a matter of you finding access, and then of course giving yourself permission to get involved. For the most part, it seems to me that we have people that have been involved for such a long time that it's laissez-faire, and that they kind of always knew that this would happen for Bitcoin. And then you have others that are truly surprised. They've never seen this sort of wealth in their life. They did not have a perception of what that might mean. So there's a lot of conflict about what you didn't want when it was 8 cents to what you would like to have when it's trading at $6,100. So there's a big swing. It's so a lot of toy chesty kind of conversation, what I call peacockery, about Lamborghinis and cigars and hookers and trips to exotic locations and misbehaving and overspending and indulgence and all of that kind of thing. So it's really a fascinating venue of life, and I highly recommend it. I don't recommend that you find yourself in a forum where you're being screamed at, where obscenities are flying all the time, or that you're being overmanaged. But there are more forums out there now. There's Telegram. I understand that there's a lot of forums on Facebook. But be cautious. There's a lot more on YouTube now, so at least you can sort things out based on how people, their presentation and their openness. Can you reach out to them? Um, you know, and it's not really necessarily how long they've been in the space either. So definitely there's a lot of opportunities to just, even sit back and be an observer, if that's your thing. Maybe you're a journalist and you would just like to get involved in writing about Bitcoin and getting involved in watching the blockchain development teams over at their Slack groups and Discord. So just find a place that you enjoy and stick around for 3 months, and then come up with a decision. But don't pass it by. You can even start off with the Salman Khan at the Khan Academy and just watch those videos. Just give yourself 3 months of your life to at least know about something of it. And that is my highest recommendation, and it was my highest recommendation when price was $12.50, and it was my highest recommendation when price was $70, and it is now my highest recommendation at where we are right now, to just figure out a way to see that you're involved and educated just a little bit at first. And then if you get bitten by the bug, you'll learn a little bit more, and then you can make a decision for yourself on the financial side. So, all right, well, let's check out let's kind of see what's going on now. And I have to make those changes in the YouTube, which is really bothersome. Why would my channel not be, pardon me, why would my channel username not be valid? So I have to figure that out. Look at all the Bitcoin stuff. Look at all the Bitcoin live. Isn't this just something? It cracks me up. It really does. It's just unbelievable. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll find an old show, and I'll read my disclaimer. Tell you a little bit about what it is that I do. And so if you're brand new to my channel, hi. Most of my social channels are a puree of beauty, technology, financial markets, fashion, and books. So, I'm a complex girl. And basically, it's a lifestyle channel, my outreach. And it's more about living well, trading well, making money, and doing good. And in some of my videos, I walk you through the Baby Pips, which is a beginner's guide to Forex trading. I literally just go through excruciatingly every page of Baby Pips. And right now, I think we're up to the Fibonacci module. And so you might see a little bit of that coming from me. There's no affiliation with Baby Pips. We'll talk a little bit about my affiliations, or even TradingView.com, where the charts that I display are from TradingView.com. And none should be implied by reference or tone of my voice or in the editing of this video. That's wherever I go on the tabs. Please understand that I do not have an affiliation. However, if there was to be an affiliate relationship where commissions or considerations are made to myself or an editor or anyone involved in my channel, you, the viewer, will be made completely aware here in the description, which is also the law, the voiceover, and social channels that I frequent and post openly. You will know exactly what's going on and why it benefits me, and perhaps how it could benefit you if you were too involved in an affiliate relationship. There's my Bitcoin address, and I'll go ahead and I'll read the disclaimer. Please be advised that all content in the charts shown is meant for entertainment and educational purposes only. Trading the stock, bond, currency, cryptocurrency, commodity, and futures markets can be rewarding, but is also risky. Be aware that you can lose money, in some ways lose more than you have. It can also be profitable, but not without significant risks. You are responsible for your own independent investment transactions. The charts shown are not to serve as an investment advisory service. I highly encourage you to seek professional advice in regard to your own financial decisions. Information you may get from any chart and its further discussion in chat rooms, for example, or forums, for example, may not reflect my personal opinion. The charts shown in their content is not a solicitation nor an offer for professional investment advice, nor is it an offer to buy or sell stocks, bonds, currencies, cryptocurrencies, commodities, and or futures. Okay, so that's how that goes. Not bad. We'll go back to our YouTube and our chart, and we'll go back into the 15-minute bar. We can see where we're at with 5 minutes until 8 o'clock. And we'll go ahead and let this run for a little bit here. All right, everybody, thank you very much for stopping by. If you did, and for the replay viewers, thank you for participating in the Bitcoin Overnight Viewer Growth Hack night number 4. Night number 4. We had a great night last night, actually. Tonight was really more about making sure that you hold on to your profits. Hold on to your Bitcoin profits, please. Be very cautious about these high prints up here, especially with Monday coming along. And the opening of today's session, we experienced just a little minor correction here, but I would definitely Fibonacci that big candle and make sure that you've got a line in the sand for yourself. Okay, because right now we have the 8 is hovering over the close, and it could get a little dicey as we might be able to get picked up at the 96. Maybe we'll get some buying in there, but the opportunistic person will probably start taking their profits, let the overnight trade kind of languish, and then pick up again in the morning. The other side of it is that we are still in a Ruby long, albeit off of the top, okay? So what do? Well, the trade is still long, but maybe you don't want to have a full position. That's completely up to you, but the trade is still long, and so you should be, acknowledge that in your trading style, okay? All right, and I'll talk to everybody, well, probably tomorrow, and make sure that you follow and subscribe if you want to be notified when I do go live. Make sure that you follow me if you want to. If you have any questions, just want to say hello, you can make a comment down below, even after we've gone into archive, or find me over at Twitter. It's always a delight. Thank you, YouTube, for letting me do this, and I'm working really hard to get those 10,000 lifetime viewers going. I want to be counted. I'm not going to have gone through all of this and remain uncounted. That would suck. Don't want that to happen. So I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.